Example 8.15, Profitability Index. We have 4 projects here, Project 1, Project 2, Project 3, and Project 4. Each has a different setup cost or capital outlay, and each has a different net present value. We need to find out the profitability index and then compare the projects. So let's go to Excel. We've already laid out these setup costs and net present values. And now let's just enter PI for profitability index here. So profitability index is nothing but the net present value divided by the setup cost. And then we can express it in terms of percentage Alt OE, tab, and percent, 2 decimals please, thank you, enter. And then Control D, Control D, Control D. We can see each of these projects has a very good profitability index. So this is another way to determine the feasibility of a project. But we can find out and state that the second project has the biggest profitability index. It's returning 47.29% of net present value as compared to the setup cost. The second most profitable project is Project 1 at 45.27%, and then Project 3 and Project 4 respectively. Now, different companies can have different financial considerations. So, for example, let's assume that the company has $5.25 million, which means that they can only take Project 3 and Project 4, it looks like. Or they can take Project 1 and Project 2, but they'll have undeployed capital. So there'll be capital sitting around doing nothing. And so we can actually see. So assuming that the company has $5.25 million, so 5250000 minus sum of these two. Okay, thank you. So 175,000, no net present value. Actually, the net present value is minus 175. So it's returning us a 0% return on investment, essentially, and its profitability index is minus 100%. So because there are no cash inflows, so equals 0 minus the cost, that's your net present value, and the profitability index will be minus 100%. So if you do a weighted average, the profitability index of Project 1, 2, and this doing nothing will actually give us a very bad profitability index. Having done Project 3 and Project 4, however, will give us about 37% profitability index on an average if we take the weighted average cost. How do we do that? Well, equals sum product, this and this, this and this divided by sum. That's how we find out the weighted average in Excel. So it's about 36.1%. And the reason why it's closer to 36% is because the fourth project is much bigger as compared to the third project. So even though third project is more profitable, the overall profitability index is closer to that of fourth. So if we have $5.25 million to deploy, it's probably better to do projects 3 and 4. So these are the kind of complicated situations CEOs in today's world face with respect to financial management of their funds. And that is example 8.15, where we learned how profitability index can help the top management of a company determine which projects to choose. Thank you for listening.